Hey everybody, it's Scott Steehn with winnersandwhiners.com. I am the lead handicapper over at winnersandwhiners.com. What is winnersandwhiners.com? Well, it is the #1 site in the world for predictive sports analysis on each and every game going on in America. Every single day, deep dives into every contest, not just the NFL, but college football, college basketball, the NBA, and of course, ice hockey as well. Please check out winnersandwhiners.com and our sister site over there at statsalt.com as well. And if you like what I'm doing, want to get even more of my picks, I do have my own premium service available. I'll put the link in the description of the video. Should you decide, we'd love to have you on the team. All right, so that being said, we're going to take a look at tonight's Monday night football game between the New York Football Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles are the home team here, and they are the favorite, 9.5 points. And, this NFC East, well, that is the division that nobody seems to want to win. The Eagles and the Cowboys have taken turns over the last 3 weeks or so shooting themselves in the foot. And when one shoots themselves in the foot, the other one says, "Hold my beer." They pull out the gun and shoot themselves in the foot as well. In fact, a fun little fact, the Redskins are the only team in the East to record a win since the middle of November. Yikes. But here's the deal. The Eagles, with a win tonight, can control their own destiny for a playoff spot because, yes, they are contractually bound to send at least one of these teams from the NFC East to the playoffs. Well, when I say at least, it's going to be one. Ain't no wild cards coming out of the East. This is a series with the Giants that the Eagles have absolutely dominated over the last 5 seasons. They've gone 9-1 straight up, 7-3 against the spread since 2013. But they haven't been great against the number the last couple of seasons. They have gone just 1-3 ATS over the last 2 years, including 0-2 here at home. Eli Manning, that's the big news. He's returned from the dead. This should be a Thursday game, so we could do Throwback Thursday. After making the first 2 starts of the season, getting replaced during the 3rd game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when Daniel Jones came in and led a heroic effort to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Eli has been holding the clipboard. But the thing is, the first 2 games he was not that bad. It wasn't really Eli's fault. He went 55 for 91. Put up 559 yards in those 2 games, 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The problem is going to be keeping a pretty immobile Eli Manning upright. Now, Giants' offensive line, they struggled early. They're just kind of middle of the pack at 18th in the NFL in sacks. They've given up 35 sacks on the season. But here's the deal. They've done a pretty good job over the last 3 weeks, surrendering just 4 sacks over those last 3 games to 3 pretty fair defenses, the Vikings, the Jets, and the Bears. The Eagles, well, despite a pretty stout front 7, surprisingly, they're just 14th in the league in sacks. Once again, right about the middle of the pack as far as getting after the quarterback. Now, with Eli not being as mobile as Jones, it's going to be critical for the Giants to be able to run the football. And you'd think, on paper, that should be an easy task with Saquon Barkley in the backfield. However, Barkley has struggled this season. He's averaged just 45.3 yards per game over those last 7 games. And he hasn't gone over 83 yards since September the 15th. He's been struggling with that ankle sprain for quite some time now. The good news is he might finally be getting healthy. The 83 yards is the total that he put up last week. And the bad news for the Giants is the Philly rush defense has been phenomenal all season long. They rank 3rd in the NFL, giving up just 91 yards per game on the ground. On the offensive side of the ball, the Philadelphia receivers finally are getting healthy. For all the problems they had last week with the Dolphins, and they had a lot of them as the Dolphins threw a serious monkey wrench in their playoff plans, the offense wasn't the one to blame. Carson Wentz threw for 310 yards, threw 3 TDs, just 1 interception, and that interception came on the last play of the game, a Hail Mary that was picked off at the goal line. Philadelphia has found perhaps the answer in the backfield as Saquon Barkley's former backup at Penn State, Miles Sanders, has done a pretty good job for that Philly running game. He's averaged 4.5 yards per carry over his last 4, and each of those games has seen his carries increase. I look for him to probably get somewhere in the 13 to 15, 16 carry range here against the Giants tonight. I think Eli returning, I think he gives the Giants an early boost in this one, but the problem is he's just running out of weapons. He's going to be missing Ingram as far as the tight end goes, and he has got a banged up receiving core. I think at the end of the day, he gives him a little shot on the arm to start, but I think this defense for the Eagles that puked it up last week against the Dolphins, I think that was an aberration. I think it's a one-time thing. I think they returned to form, and that was the same defense that had given up no more than 17 points over their previous 4 games before the debacle in Miami. I think that happens again. I think the New York offense is struggling, and I think that the Philadelphia Eagles will probably keep them struggling. I think ultimately the defense wears down in the second half for the Giants, allowing the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going to do it, allowing the Eagles to get more and more chunk plays. I think the Eagles pull away in the second half and put this one away. Give me Philadelphia minus the 9.5. All right. So you guys join me. We'll put our money down on the Philadelphia Eagles minus those 9.5 points at the end of the game. You guys can join me as we head back to the window. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Good luck on all of your plays today, and we'll see you next time. Take care.